hope you can see me. I've got you mounted, but it's in a bit of a bad position. Good morning. It's Thursday. I don't know what time it is. I think it's about 10 o'clock, something like that. Or it might be later, 10:30 something. I'm just gonna go to my mum's now and then to Asda. It is Thursday, it is exercise class day, but I'm not going today because it's that time of the month. Is that TMI? I don't know. But I don't feel like exercising, as I'm sure a lot of ladies watching will understand. So yeah, I'm just gonna go shopping, go and see my mum. And then Matthew's going on holiday on Saturday, the lucky devil. He's going with his best mate and his family. So I'm gonna help him pack. So that's today. Morning. So I didn't really film yesterday because I was just feeling absolutely rotten, so I didn't really do a great deal. I did the housework, but it took me all day. So anyway, let me just update you on what's happened through the week. So as I was kind of briefly saying in last week's vlog, I'm absolutely sweating. I've been looking at applying to adopt a dog from local rescue centres, and then I started looking at the Romanian rescue centres, the Spanish rescue centres, and the more I looked into them, the more they kind of appealed to me because they're just quite badly out there. So a lot of these dogs are either just street dogs or they're given up, and they can be perfectly healthy young dogs, but they're just sent to be put to sleep and there's absolutely nothing wrong with them. Whereas over here, if a dog goes into rescue, it's most likely that it will be treated well until it gets a home, so that's why that started to appeal to me more. So I applied to a few foreign rescues, and on Wednesday I got an email back off the ones that had phoned me last week that I told you about, that had asked about if I lived on a main road and stuff like that, but said that they'd do a home check. They emailed me to say that they didn't think that I was suitable. They haven't done a home check or anything, they just emailed to say that they didn't think I was suitable, and it absolutely crushed me. I was in floods of tears. I was so hurt by it, and I just don't understand it, and I think it just makes me so mad and upset because I know fine well that I've got a good home here for a dog. We've had a dog I've had dogs in the family for my whole entire life. Every single member of Matthew's family on both sides have dogs. We're very, very experienced with dogs, and then we had our own dog for 11 years. Because in the email she said that these dogs are very complex and that maybe I'd be better looking at a local rescue site. Well, you could not have got a more complex dog than Dice, and we loved him to pieces, and I never gave up on him. You guys, of course, if you've been watching from the beginning, only saw him in his last year of his life. Sorry. But he was a lot easier, but he was a very, very, very difficult dog. So it just really upset me to say that basically I wasn't experienced enough. I just thought, what do you know? They didn't ask that many questions, really. Anyway, moving on from that, I applied to 4 rescue centres. That was one of them. Another one, I filled out the application, and then they emailed back saying, could you just go into a bit more detail of your experiences with dogs and things like that. So I answered them, and then they sent back saying, yeah, we're happy with that, we'd like to come and do a home check. So I feel like they did it the right way. They, just found out a little bit more, and they were happy with that. And then another one I applied for, it turns out, just coincidentally, because I just saw it on a website called, I think it's called Dogs Blog, something like that. Anyway, I saw a dog on there and I applied for that, and it turns out the lady that runs that lives near here, which is so just coincidental, so that was interesting. So I need to fill out that application, but The one that I saw originally, and the reason why I started looking at other kind of foreign rescue sites, was I saw a dog called Nesca, who is in Spain. She's an English setter, and I just absolutely fell in love with her pictures. So I applied for her. This was a few weeks ago now. Well, probably, is it about 3 weeks ago? I can't remember. Anyway, it was a little while ago, and I never heard anything back. Oh no, I did hear back straight away, and then I replied, and then I just didn't hear anything back. So that was a bit gutting, and that's when I started to look around other places. And then I emailed again saying, like, you know, like, sorry to bother you, but you didn't reply. And then she's lovely, she's called Sarah, the lady, and she was like, oh, sorry, I totally forgot, you know. And anyway, so this went on, and because they're volunteers, of course, it just takes that little bit longer to get a response, which I understand, I totally get it. And anyway, so sometimes I just wouldn't hear anything, so I just think, oh, I've not got a kind of thing, you know, I'm not suitable. But then she just emailed me the other day saying, just to let you know, I've not forgotten about you. We've actually been out to Spain to the rescue centre, and we've met Nesca and all the rest of it, which was lovely because they're based over here. And so anyway, long story short is, today Sarah, the lady from the rescue centre, is video calling me in about half an hour, and I feel so nervous, I really do. I mean, that might be it, we might not get any further than that. She might think we're not suitable. We do have birds, and this is an English setter, so that might not be suitable at all, but I'll see how it goes. But I got that email on the same day that I've been rejected from the other Romanian place, so it kind of was like, okay, maybe it's fate, maybe this is what it's meant to be, because Nesca was really the one that I kind of fell in love with through the photos. The Romanian place, I didn't have a dog in mind, I was just applying for a dog. And that was the other thing that really upset me. They said that these dogs have complex needs and all the rest of it. And then that very same day on the Facebook group, they put dogs on there every single day, like 10 dogs a day, saying that these dogs are desperate for homes. And then that very day they put literally a bucket full of puppies, little tiny puppies. There's probably about 10 of them. And I just thought, well, how complex can their needs be? They're newborn puppies. Like, I mean, I did apply for, I said 1 year's up, but, you know, they could have said, would you be willing to take a puppy? They never even asked, they just rejected me. And the other Romanian place that I said they'll do a home check, because on my application I said that I do have nieces and nephews who visit, young nieces and nephews, so then they responded saying, because of that, would you be willing to take one less than a year, like more of a puppy? And I said that was fine. You know, I'm totally open to any age, any breed, any size. So there we go. I don't know this other rescue Romanian site. I don't know who they actually give their dogs to. Not even give their dogs to. These are expensive. It's about £400 to adopt a dog from abroad, because you have to pay for their transport over and their passports and all their injections and everything. So this isn't a cheap option. It's not an easy option. You've got to like wait for them, and you know, so I just think it's daft. Like, there's no way that you would just go into this thinking it's an easy option or whatever. It's not an easy option. It's something you've got to really think about. So anyway, I'll stop going on because I could go on about it forever. It was so frustrating. I just cried all morning over it. But anyway, we'll see how this video call goes with Sarah about Nesca, and I shall let you know. Keep your fingers crossed for me. So I have FaceTime with Sarah about Nesca, and fingers crossed. They need to come and do a home check, but everything going well. She is at the moment temporarily what do you call it, reserved for us. So, and if the home check goes well, she'll be on the next trip over. There's one going today, and she'll be on the next one, which will be the 7th of September, arriving in the UK on the 8th of September, because they drive them through. And she thinks that she'll probably get dropped at Carlisle, so we'll go to Carlisle to meet her at like a service station. So I'm so excited. I'm so nervous. I really am nervous. you start to like doubt yourself a bit, like, oh God, am I ready to have a dog again? But I am. So yeah, fingers crossed. And then the hard work really begins. Put these foot masks on, but they're so strange because they don't wrap around your feet like any other ones I've used before. So I'm gonna have to put slippers over the top of them. Unless I'm just not doing it right, I don't know, but it's a bit weird. Yeah, I'll put some slippers on now so I can actually walk about the house. That is Matt packed up, and his stuff has now gone to his best mate's house. They're going tomorrow, but he's stopping over there tonight, so his best mate's mum's just come and collected his stuff. Matt and his mate have gone out, have cut both of their hair today, took Matt to Asda to get some euros, and that's it, done. So our boy is off for a week. It's blooming boiling here at the moment. It's meant to break tomorrow. It's meant to be raining for the next few days after tomorrow, so we shall see. Yeah, so that's it really. I'm still mega excited about Nesca, although I'm trying not to, because I'm like, no, I've still got to get past the home check stage yet. They might decide I'm not suitable, so we shall see. But yeah, I can't help but kind of browse Amazon for like dog collars and leads and things like that. But anyway, I haven't heard anything back yet about the home check, so we'll see. I am going to have my tea, I'm going to have pizza, and then yeah, that's it really. Have a bath, usual stuff, let the birds out. So yes, hello, good afternoon, good evening, it's evening, it's about, the time is 5 o'clock, 5 to 5, so I've been at work today. It's been pouring down today. I think it has been most of the country, which is good because we haven't had proper rain for quite a long time, have we? So all that's good. Matt has gone on holiday. I told you yesterday he's actually flying about 5 o'clock, so he'll be probably getting on his plane very shortly, or might be already on it probably. I can't remember if I think they're flying at 5, I think, or 5 something. Anyway, so yeah, he'll be mega excited. I'm not doing anything tonight, don't have any plans, just the usual, going for a bath, letting the birds out. Yeah, that's it really. So no plans for tomorrow. I've asked my mum if she fancies doing something, but my mum's not very well, so she said she might do. We'll see. Nothing in mind anyway. It doesn't matter if she doesn't. I'll find something to do. But yeah, yeah. Still, although I'm trying not to get very excited about Nesca, just in case we don't pass the home check if she doesn't come home with us. I'm excited because on the Facebook page they've edited her post about her to say reserved pending home check, so that's made me really excited. And again, although I'm trying not to get too excited, I did end up going online last night and buying a collar and lead and like name, what do you call it, not name tag, like pet tag with my telephone number on it. And it says on the front, I'll show you when it comes through the post, but it says, "Oh bugger, I'm lost" on it, which I thought was quite funny. So yeah, I'm saying like, don't get your hopes up, but then I'm going and bloody buying leads and collars, so it's a bit silly of me really. I shouldn't. It's like tempting fate, isn't it? But we'll see. So, real last minute impromptu night out. Well, I say night out, I'm really casual, so I hope it's not like a night out. But anyway, my friends are coming to pick me up now, so I'm going to go and have a few drinks. I feel a bit guilty because the birds only came out for an hour, but at least they have been out for a little bit. Right, I'm off. Morning, or afternoon, I think it's about 11:30, it's nearly afternoon. So I went out last night, which I'm glad I did, and I very nearly didn't go. I went out with my friend Si, and at first I said, no, I'm in my pyjamas, I've got my birds out, I'm not coming out. And then it made me feel a bit guilty because he was like, hardly ever see you anymore. And I thought, yeah, that's really true actually, and I feel like he is a good friend to me, and if I asked him to come out whenever he would, or come and meet me or whatever he would. So I thought, yeah, I will. So I went out with him, his good friend Sean, and then another guy that they knew. I think he was called Matt. And then our friend Adam came out, who I haven't seen for ages because he lives in Leeds now, so that was nice. Yeah, and we just had a really good night actually. I'm glad I went. Got in at about 1:30 this morning with my chips, cheese and gravy. I had quite a lot to drink, but I feel fine today. Obviously it's a later start to the day than I usually have, but just had a shower, feel absolutely fine. I'm going to go out now. I'm going to go to Sports Direct. Really can't bother to dry my hair. And actually, looking out there, I don't know if you can see, it's absolutely tipping it down, so actually there's probably no point in drying my hair anyway. So yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Go and call in at my sister's, I think, and then go around to my mum and dad's. That's it really, I think, unless I hear anything in the meantime, anything changes. So yeah, so me and my mum have decided to come into town because there's nothing else to do on a wet Sunday. Home now. I never ended up going to my sister's because they went out, so I went to my mum's as you saw, and we went into town. Oh, well, you saw us going to town. So anyway, let me just show you what I got. Not a great deal. I got this. Oh, sorry. There we go. I got this new mat for by the front door. I've needed one for ages, so I finally got that because the other one's really dirty and old and horrible. And then I got, this is a little bit stupid really, or is it, I don't know, but I got a toy box for, hopefully for Nesca, but if we don't get Nesca we will be getting a dog at some point, but hopefully it's a toy box for Nesca. And then some toys. Everything was from TK Maxx. So I got her this little avocado toy because I don't know what kind of toy she likes, or even if she likes toys. But so this little avocado, which is a tennis ball inside a soft cuddly toy. So that's two very different toys there. So I thought that was quite cool. That was $4.99, I think. I think the mat was $5.99. And then I got her this, like, tug toy. I think this was, I can tell you how much it was because the receipts are here. I took all the packaging off. This one was $1.99. And then I got her this rubber tug toy. Dice used to like these when he was younger. And that one was $3.99. Yeah, so that was everything. Oh, and the box was $9.99, which is quite a lot for a dog's toy box, but I think that looks quite nice and goes with the room. So yeah, that was that. Dice's all-time favourite thing to play with was actually bottles, empty plastic bottles. He absolutely loved that. So his old toy box, I didn't want to use the same toy box because it would be too sad. I have kept his old toy box and some of his old toys. Yeah, his favourite thing in the world was plastic bottles, so his old toy box was just full of plastic bottles. People must have just thought it was a bit mad, like that we were just keeping our recycling in the living room or something, but there we go. So yeah, that was that. I'm gonna make something to eat now. It's 5 to 5. I had a jacket potato in town, but I'm still peckish. Well, not still, but I'm peckish again, so yeah, I'm gonna have something to eat. I don't know what we've got in the freezer, to be honest. Yeah, and that's it really. Let the birds out, usual stuff. Nothing particularly exciting. Right then guys, that is it for this week. I'm gonna go to work, time is 8:30. I'm working on my own this week and I'm working extra this week as well to cover for holidays. So yeah, that's it. So please everybody keep your fingers crossed for me about the home check. Haven't heard anything back yet, so hopefully I will soon, and of course I will keep you all updated. And that's it for this week, so I shall see you all again next week. Bye.